Introduction of The Mummy, A Tale of the 22nd Century. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Amy Gramour. The Mummy, A Tale of the 22nd Century, by Jane Loudon. Introduction. I have long wished to write a novel, but I could not determine what it was to be about. I could not bear anything commonplace, and I did not know what to do for a hero. Heroes are generally so much alike, so monotonous, so dreadfully insipid, so completely brothers of one race, with the family likeness so amazingly strong. This will not do for me, thought I, as I sauntered listlessly down a shady lane one fine evening in June. I must have something new, something quite out of the beaten path. But what? Ah, that was the question. In vain did I rack my brains. In vain did I search the storehouse of my memory. I could think of nothing that had not been thought of before. "It is very strange," said I, as I walked faster, as though I hoped the rapidity of my motion would shake off the sluggishness of my imagination. It was all in vain. I struck my forehead and called wit to my assistance, but the malignant deity was deaf to my entreaty. Surely, thought I, the deep mine of invention cannot be worked out. There must be some new ideas left, if I could but find them. To find them, however, was the difficulty. Thus lost in meditation, I walked onwards till I reached the brow of a hill, and a superb prospect burst upon me. A fertile valley richly wooded, studded with sumptuous villas and romantic cottages, and watered by a noble river, that wound slowly its lazy course along, spread beneath my feet, and lofty hills swelling to the skies, their summit lost in the clouds, bounded the horizon. The sun was setting in all its splendor, and its lingering rays gave those glowing tints and deep masses of shadow to the landscape that sometimes produce so magical an effect. It was quite a Claude Lorraine scene, and more fully to enjoy it I entered a hayfield and seated myself upon a grassy bank. The day had been sultry, and the evening breeze, as it murmured through the foliage, felt cool and refreshing. It is a lovely world, thought I, notwithstanding all that cynics can say against it. Our own passions bring misery upon our heads, and then we rail at the world, though we only are in fault. Why should I seek to wander in the regions of fiction? Why not enjoy tranquilly the blessings heaven has bestowed upon me? I felt too indolent to answer my own question. A delicious stillness crept over my senses, and the heaving chaos of my ideas was lulled to repose. A majestic oak stretched its gnarled arms in sullen dignity above my head. Myriads of busy insects buzzed around me, and woodbines and wild roses, hanging from every hedge, mingled their perfume with that of the new-mown hay. I reclined languidly on my grassy couch, listening to the indistinct hum of the distant village, and feeling that delightful sense of exemption from care, which a faint murmur of bustle afar off gives to the weary spirit, when suddenly the bells struck up a joyous peal, the cheerful notes now swelling loudly upon the ear, then sinking gently away with the retiring breeze, and then again returning with added sweetness. I listened with delight to their melody, till their softness seemed to increase. The sounds became gradually fainter and fainter. The landscape faded from my sight. A soft languor crept over me. In short, I slept. It would be of no use to go to sleep without dreaming, and accordingly I had scarcely closed my eyes when methought a spirit stood before me. His head was crowned with flowers, his azure wings fluttered in the breeze, and a light drapery, like the fleecy vapour that hangs upon the summit of a mountain, floated round him. In his hand he held a scroll, and his voice sounded soft and sweet as the liquid melody of the nightingale. "Take this," he said, smiling benignantly. "It is the chronicle of a future age. Weave it into a
Sample complete. Ready to continue?